Hey guys, today we have a special video for you. We are going to talk about the difference between NoFap and semen retention. And is there even a difference? So I'm excited about today's video because there's a lot of confusion online about this and we wanted to give it to you straight. I am Semen Retention, the intimacy angel.
And I am Kevin Anthony, the truth warrior. And before we get started, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell for notifications, and like this video.
Research suggests CBD products may improve libido by reducing anxiety. And no, CBD is not psychoactive. It does not get you high. A recent survey of 5,398 Americans from Remedy Review, a website that focuses on CBD and natural health remedies, found that 9.3% of respondents have taken CBD for sex. The majority of those respondents said their orgasms were more intense after taking CBD. If you are interested in experimenting with CBD in your sex life, I have found a top quality CBD product for you. Their full spectrum CBD comes from premium, sustainably farmed hemp plants, which are processed in the United States. Plus, they have no harmful solvents, chemicals, toxic compounds, or impurities. To get up to 51% off while supplies last, go to selenremy.com/go/CBD or click on the link below.
So what is NoFap? Let's start with a definition. NoFap is basically when you abstain from anything sexual, usually for a period of time, at least 30 days. What that means, it means no sex with yourself or somebody else, no porn, no masturbation, nada, nothing. It's dead down there.
At least for a period of time.
Yes.
So why would somebody want to actually do NoFap? And that's a question that comes up quite often. Why would somebody want to do this?
One of the things is that it can serve as a great reset, sexually speaking. So maybe you are finding yourself very close to being super addicted to porn, where you're finding it hard to not even go there on a daily basis or multiple times a day. So that would be a good way to use NoFap to give yourself and your body a full reset. Maybe you want to connect again with your sexual power because you've been giving all your energy away or like so focused on getting laid or thinking about sex that it's taking over your entire life and that's all that you can think about.
Yeah, so basically it's something that can really be used to reset. And you can have different intentions for that. It could be to get over porn addiction or sex addiction. It could be to focus that energy on something else, maybe a big project or a big task or something that you have at hand. So there are different reasons why men might choose to do that, where they really just want to focus on themselves and do kind of a reset.
I kind of like to think of it as a fast. So you wouldn't do fasting for your entire life because basically it's not sustainable, but it's okay to go for a period of time without eating any food. And usually it gives a lot of benefits to your body when you do that. And NoFap kind of feels the same as that. You have this period of time, it could be that like reset, and then you go back to using some sex. So it's not really a way of life. So let's talk about semen retention next because the two get often confused and they are really different. So what is semen retention, Kevin?
Well, semen retention simply means choosing not to ejaculate. And this is where it gets confusing because a lot of people think semen retention means you're not masturbating or you're not having sex. That's not necessarily true. If you have watched our videos at all, if you have listened to our podcast at all, you know that ejaculation and orgasm are two different things and you can learn how to separate them. So semen retention could simply be masturbating or making love without ejaculating.
And that's a different concept because we are not talking about learning to separate ejaculation and orgasm, but also transforming the sexual energy. So I'm kind of getting a little bit ahead of myself in why would you do it. Here are some of the reasons that you would want to try semen retention. First of all, you probably are familiar with the fact that ejaculation can be very tiring. And so if you ejaculate a lot, it could deplete your energy.
Yeah, and you know, some of the younger men who might be watching this video are going to say, oh, that's nonsense. Some of you might even go, I had a friend in college, he would masturbate about 6 times a day and ejaculate every time. When you're young, you probably don't feel that much at all. But as you get older, you will start to notice that more and more. Even if you're not necessarily noticing it in a way that is sort of debilitating to your body, where you're not feeling super low energy and tired all the time, even if you're not feeling that, it may still potentially be having a negative effect on your body if you are really ejaculating that frequently. You have to remember that ejaculation for a guy is a huge energy release. You are literally releasing all of that energy. That's why there's that stereotype that after sex, men always just want to go to sleep, right? Because they're tired, because they just did this huge release of energy. So, if you are practicing semen retention, you actually don't experience that huge release of energy where you feel depleted and tired. That's a benefit.
Another good reason is that it's a great birth control. You know, no ejaculation, no baby. And while it's not the main reason, it's a good one to be able to have control over, so that you are in charge of what goes where and when, right? And then the last but not least.
Ooh.
Yes.
I know the answer to this one.
Well, we don't need to give you a graphic. I'm sure you know what he's talking about. But if you want to learn to channel this sexual energy so that you can start to use it for different things in your life, to accomplish your goals, to reach your potential, this is what semen retention can come in handy. It means that rather than wasting all of your energy into ejaculating, you are starting to use this energy and move it up into your body and circulating it. That's a totally different way of doing sex. I'm curious too, as a man, how you can how you could explain that experience to everyone here.
What most men do is they have sex, and we know from research, 3 to 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, then they ejaculate on average. I know some of you can last longer. I know some of you aren't even lasting that long. If you can learn how to do semen retention, you can extend that time almost indefinitely. And if you can move that energy through your entire body that entire time, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour later, an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it is, later, a couple of things happen. One, you can reach this level of ecstasy, is the best word to describe it, of so much energy moving through you that you just can't reach if you're done in 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes even, 15 minutes even. So you can reach much higher states of, what we would call ecstasy, or like kind of sexual bliss. So that's one of the big things. The other thing is, if you do manage to retain the semen and you can make love for a long period of time, then there's still a feeling of completion. So what a lot of guys say is that, well, if I don't ejaculate, I don't feel complete. I don't feel like it's over. But actually you will. If you move enough energy through your body and you can reach those really higher states, you will feel like your body is complete. It'll just be like, whoa, man, that was amazing. I am just like, whew, I'm done.
That's a topic for another video. One of the really good side benefit to semen retention is that you most likely are going to get more blowjobs and more sex, because oftentimes she turns you down because she's thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to do it until he ejaculates, or I'm not in the mood to have him ejaculate inside me or in my mouth or whatever that is, so I'm just gonna say no to sex altogether. But if she knows that you don't have to ejaculate and it can be done whenever she feels complete, she will more likely give you more sex.
She absolutely will. If she knows there's no obligation and she can do it for as long or as short as she wants, and she doesn't have to worry about an ejaculation, she will definitely do it more often.
So to sum it up, NoFap means nothing, no masturbation, no porn, no sex with another person. It's a fast of anything sexual. Semen retention says yes to sex, give it to me. I will enjoy it. I will, however, withhold my ejaculation. So now it's up to you to see which one would fit you best depending on where you are in your life. And it's also a journey, right? Because people will relapse, people will also have like time where they can't control their ejaculation, and take it more as it goes with the intention of growing in your sexual mastery and with your sexual skills.
And we should also mention that semen retention doesn't mean you will never ejaculate again. You get to choose when you do and when you don't. You might choose not to for a period of time, and then you will again. Maybe you do it once a week instead of every day, or 2 or 3 times a month, right? So it doesn't mean that you're never going to ejaculate again. You just get to choose when.
All right, we hope today's video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.